Hi, Sheree here. This is my ethical dilemma video. For my ethical dilemma, I picked case study number 2. In case number 2, I am a teacher and I have a considerable number of Spanish speaking students in my classroom. I overhear that one of my students' parents may not be in the country legally. I've had other parents spreading the rumor. I've had parents coming to me and complaining to me and expressing anger about their tax dollars going to support a student in the country illegally. The question before me is, as a teacher, what is the ethical thing to do? What should I, what course of action should I take? What's my responsibilities, and are there any other options? Do I, as a teacher, turn in the parent of my student as being here illegally based on a rumor? Do I do it at all? According to the Texas Code of Ethics, Title 19, Chapter 247, Rule 247.2, Code of Ethics and Standard Practices for Texas Educators, Standard 3.1, 3.3, and 3.4, it states that the educator shall not reveal confidential information concerning students unless disclosure serves lawful professional purposes or is required by law. It says that educators shall not intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly misrepresent facts regarding a student, and that an educator shall not exclude a student from participation in a program, deny benefits, or grant an advantage to a student based on race, color, gender, national origin, family status, or sexual orientation. The NEA Code of Ethics says that an educator shall not intentionally expose a student to embarrassment or disparagement and shall not disclose information about students obtained in the course of professional services unless disclosure serves a compelling professional purpose or is required by law. I I think this case is relevant to student constitutional rights. I believe that this case is got to do with students' right to an education, regardless of whether they are in the state, in the country legally. There's many people that I need to consider when I make my decision. I need to consider the student's parents, and I do need to take into account even the parents that are complaining to me. I feel that in this situation, I really don't need to know anymore. Um, all I need to know is that someone is spreading rumors about my student and that it's my job to protect my student. I cannot ask my student if they are here illegally because that would be a violation of their rights. Plyler v. Doe, 1982, was a court case in which a revision to the Texas District State Texas education laws, which allowed the state to withhold from local school districts state funds for educating children of illegal immigrants. The question before the court was, did this change violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment? The court found that it did violate the amendment, that even though illegal immigrants and their children were not citizens, they're still people and are therefore afforded the same protections. The court determined that the state law severely disadvantaged the children of illegal immigrants by denying them the right to an education. One possible course of action I could take would be to go to the principal, let him know what is happening, the student involved, the parents, who are complaining to me, and what's being said. My second choice would be go to the principal with my concerns, letting him or her know that several parents have come to me regarding a rumor about a student in the school, but not reveal the student's name nor whose class they are in. Um, I just wouldn't I would try not to have to reveal any identifying information. I would technically be going for advice on what to do and how to handle the situation. Um, for my third course of action, there is a third course that I could take. That would be to actually turn them in. Um, but that being said, it's illegal to do that. If I was to take my first or third course of action, The short-term, ongoing, and long-term consequences would be that the student would likely be pulled from school by the parents. With the third course, the student could be deported or separated from their parents and definitely would not receive the education that they are entitled to. The psychological costs of the first and third action would be that the student and the parents would have to fear what will happen to them and feel insecure. If they did go to another school district, if they did go to another school district, the economic cost would be that the child would continue a pattern of being on welfare, and the social cost would be a pattern would begin of parents turning in students, parents that they believe to be illegal, and it would cause distrust in the community. With the second course of action, the short-term, ongoing, and long-term consequences would be a student who still attends school, stays within the same school district, and would for sure stay with their family. The psychological cost would be that the student and parents would feel secure and safe where they live. Socially, it would not breed fear and distrust between those in the community. The economic costs of the second action would be that the student would receive an education and hopefully stop the cycle of welfare that plagues many illegal immigrants. Um, I, as the teacher, would take the second action. As the teacher, it's my duty to protect my students. It's against the code of ethics to disclose private information about a student, to embarrass or disparage a student, and I can't exclude a student for any reason, including where they are from. I would let the principal know about the rumor because other parents could cause problems in the school or for the parents. Um, I believe and the law states that a child in this country, whether legally or illegally, has the right to public education and to certain privacy privileges in which to be able to attain their education. Whether it is a rumor or true, my first duty is to my student and to ensure that the student gets the best education possible. And there you have it. Thank you.